Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be discussing embracing errors, transforming leadership through mistakes in the video game industry, leveraging setbacks for growth and innovation in game development. In the fast-paced, ever-evolving world of the video game industry, the path to leadership is often fraught with challenges and setbacks. While the pressure to perform can be overwhelming, it's crucial for leaders to recognize that mistakes are not just inevitable, but are also invaluable learning opportunities. This comprehensive guide explores the nuanced role of mistakes in leadership within the video game industry, offering actionable steps on making mistakes, owning them, and most importantly, learning from them to foster growth and innovation. The inevitability and value of mistakes in leadership. Leadership in any field, including the video game industry, involves making decisions under uncertainty and constant pressure. Mistakes, therefore, are not just possible, but expected. Embracing this reality can transform leadership approach and team dynamics. Here's some actionable steps. Anticipate mistakes. Understand that mistakes are a natural part of the innovation process. Anticipating this can help in preparing strategies to mitigate their impact without stifling creativity. Create a supportive culture. Foster an environment where team members feel safe to take calculated risks. This involves setting up a supportive culture that sees errors as a part of learning and growth, not as failures. Making mistakes an integral part of leadership. Making mistakes can be a powerful catalyst for personal and organizational growth. Leaders in the video game industry can use their unique position to set a precedent about how mistakes are handled. And here are some actionable steps. Encourage experimentation. Promote an experimental mindset where innovation is prioritized over perfection. For instance, encouraging the development team to implement new game design technologies or narrative techniques can lead to unique outcomes, even if it involves initial setbacks. Document the process. Maintain a log of all decisions and the outcomes they lead to. This could help in identifying what went wrong and why, facilitating a more systemic approach to learning from mistakes. Owning mistakes, a leadership responsibility. Owning up to mistakes is perhaps one of the most critical aspects of leadership. It builds trust and sets a powerful example for the rest of the team. Here's some actionable steps. Public acknowledgement. When a mistake is made, acknowledge it publicly. This not only sets a tone of transparency, but also relieves the team of unnecessary blame and fear. Lead by example. Show your team how to effectively handle mistakes by addressing them head on, analyzing what went wrong, and discussing what will be done differently in the future. Learning from mistakes. Turning setbacks into stepping stones. The true value of making mistakes lies in the lessons learned from them. Effective leaders use these experiences to refine their strategies and decision-making process. Some actionable steps. Conduct post-mortem analysis. After a project concludes, especially if it did not meet expectations, conduct a thorough review session. Identify not just what went wrong, but also what went right, and how similar mistakes can be avoided in the future. Implement changes. Use the insights gained from mistakes to improve processes, communication, and training. Ensure these lessons are integrated into the daily operations of your team. Utilizing mistakes for team building and morale boosting. Mistakes can also be used as powerful tools for team building and boosting morale, transforming potential negative experiences into catalysts for team unity and engagement. And here's some actionable steps. Team learning sessions. Organize regular meetings where team members can share their mistakes and the lessons learned in a non-judgmental environment. This can enhance collective knowledge and cohesion. Celebrate learning. Recognize and reward the courage to admit mistakes and the insights gained from them. This could be through formal recognition in team meetings or through performance reviews. Preparing for a mistake-prone environment. Risk management and game development. In an industry as complex and dynamic as game development, preparing for and managing risks associated with potential mistakes is crucial. And here's some actionable steps. Risk assessment protocols. Develop and implement a comprehensive risk assessment protocol to identify potential areas where mistakes could occur. Assessing risk early can help in formulating contingency plans. Continuous training. Invest in continuous professional development for your team. Training that focuses on the latest industry trends, technologies, and best practices can reduce the likelihood and impact of mistakes. Systemic integration of lessons learned. To truly benefit from the mistakes, organizations must have systems in place that systemically capture and integrate the lessons learned into everyday processes and decision-making frameworks. And here's some actionable steps for that. Develop a learning database. Create a centralized database where all mistakes and the subsequent learnings are recorded. This should be accessible to all employees and updated with new insights regularly, serving as a living document that guides current and future projects. Update training programs. Regularly update training materials to include case studies of past mistakes and the solutions implemented. This will help new and existing team members learn from past errors and better understand the company's approach to problem solving. Enhance communication to preempt potential mistakes. Proactive communication can often prevent mistakes before they happen. Establishing clear, open channels of communication across all levels of the organization is vital. And here's some actionable steps. Implement open forums. Host regular open forums where employees can discuss ongoing projects and voice any concerns or uncertainties. These sessions can help in identifying potential issues before they escalate into more significant problems. Encourage regular updates. Foster a culture where regular updates are shared across teams. This should include not just successes, but also challenges and areas where help is needed, ensuring that issues are addressed promptly and collaboratively. Leveraging technology to track and learn from mistakes. Technology can play a crucial role in tracking mistakes and ensuring that the lessons are disseminated and integrated effectively through the organization. Some actionable steps for this. Use project management tools. Utilize project management software that allows for the tracking of errors and the documentation of the steps taken to resolve them. This digital trail is invaluable for review and learning processes. Analytics and reporting. Deploy analytic tools to monitor project progress and flag anomalies that might indicate a mistake or deviation from the plan. Use these tools to generate reports that provide insights into recurring issues, helping to inform future strategies. Fostering a resilient and adaptable organization culture. The ultimate goal of embracing mistakes is to foster a resilient organizational culture that not only adapts to current challenges, but also anticipates and prepares for future hurdles. Here's some actionable steps for this. Cultivate psychological safety. Continuously work on cultivating an environment of psychological safety where team members feel secure in expressing their thoughts and admitting the mistakes without fear of retribution. Promote adaptability. Encourage teams to remain flexible and adapt strategies as needed. Celebrate adaptability as a strength, showing how it can lead to better outcomes even if the original plan had to be altered significantly. Building leadership capacity to manage and learn from mistakes. Leaders themselves must embody the principles they wish to instill in their teams. This involves personal development and a commitment to practicing what they preach. And here's some actionable steps. Leadership training. Invest in leadership development programs that focus on managing mistakes and learning from them. These programs should teach leaders how to conduct effective postmortems, handle crises, and communicate openly about errors. And personal reflection. Encourage leaders to regularly reflect on their own experiences with mistakes, perhaps through a leadership journal or peer discussion groups. This reflection can enhance their ability to guide others through similar challenges. Final thoughts. As the video game industry continues to evolve and expand, the ability to effectively manage and learn from mistakes becomes increasingly crucial. By embracing errors as opportunities for growth, systemically integrating lessons learned, enhancing communication, leveraging technology, and fostering a resilient organizational culture, video game industry leaders can not only mitigate the impacts of mistakes, but also transform them into powerful catalysts for innovation and success. This comprehensive approach ensures that studios are not just reacting to challenges, but are proactively preparing for future success, thereby securing a competitive edge in the bustling market of game development. All right, and that's this week's episode of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Oh, hi. And the episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. Be sure to check out more episodes in the playlist and new episodes every week on Monday. Follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave a review. Thanks again for being awesome.